Resume recording. Recording. I think we're going here. So we've got Nikole Disney Johnson. How are we? Are we Johnson officially?
Not officially, but I'm either one.
Okay. So Nikole is a past elementary school teacher and is now the principal at ALA Ironwood.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so she's got some tips and tricks on how to keep the kiddos entertained and keep things going. So Nikole, what do we do?
Yeah. No, I totally understand. And I know I've been on social media and it can be, just really overwhelming for families, certainly. And so what I've tried to do is just really pare it down. So it's just simple for the families, of course. You're dealing with children, and so this is not like textbook, but these are things that have, worked in the past. And I know that a lot of teachers are sharing with our families. So, the biggest thing is when you're working with kids is to have, that consistency in the structure, especially for the school-age kids. They need that routine. They're used to, teachers moving every hour or hour and a half through, different subjects. And so that consistency is key. And so I know, on Facebook, there's been, from 8 to 8:30, breakfast and get dressed, 8:30 to 9:30, take them out. And so if you're able to do that, just keep it really consistent like we would at school. And so I just had some ideas that we've used that are free. And so, the biggest thing is getting them outside and going for a walk. Go Noodle if it's raining like it is today. Go Noodle is a free online resource that has a lot of different like yoga and fun dancing that the kids can get on. And again, that is a free resource. And then of course, a lot of parents that I've spoken to have been concerned about academics, right? So the biggest thing that I've been communicating is to read, just that just right book that isn't too challenging for the kids, but does challenge them for a little bit. I know when we were kids, they had the 5-word rule. Do you remember that one?
No,
that was, so they, every word you didn't know on that first page, if it's more than 5, then it's too hard for you. So that's a good, matrix for that. And so the biggest thing is to read. Another thing that I saw this morning, actually, that I liked is to journal. Obviously, right now in history, this is monumental. And so keeping a journal, even if the kids are younger, having them draw a picture and then you can write next to it, what's going on? How was your day? What did you do? And then you can, annotate that. I think that would be really cool. So that writing piece, especially for the elementary kids, is super important. And then of course, here at ALA, we really practice the math facts every night. And so extramath.com is a free online resource, especially for like this, 5 years old and up, to practice those math facts every night. Again, that's free and it's extra math. And then of course, giving them time just to be creative, right? Kids are used to recess and art and, it's kind of stressful right now for people. And so some things that through my research that I found, it's called McHarper Manor. It's on Facebook. They are giving free. Did you see that one that I think I put on? Okay. So that one is great because they do free lessons every day. There are some art supplies that you're going to have to get through Amazon through that.
And Michael's is still open, or it was 2 days ago when I went.
Was it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Go to I don't know if Joanne's is open. I'm not quite sure, but okay. And then another one that doesn't really need any supplies, it's called Art Hub. That one is really fun because all kids, the only thing that they really need is a piece of paper and a pencil, and it's super fun for the kids. Okay. And then the Cincinnati Zoo, San Diego Zoo, they're doing live streaming of animals. So that's really fun to just be creative, have the lion exhibit and draw a picture of the lions. I think your kids would probably like that, Chelsea.
Probably. I saw aquariums. There's some aquarium too that's doing that. And my kids are obsessed with fish. So
there you go.
Out the aquarium live streams at some point.
Yep. That's fun. And then they can draw a picture or write a story about, pretend you're the fish in that aquarium. And so that, brings in the academics. Of course, kids love during that creative time Play-Doh, wiki sticks are super fun. You can get those on Amazon. They get to make little shapes with the wiki sticks, sand, anything like that, just to keep their creative juices flowing. And then, as you kind of progress through the day, of course, like I said, the biggest thing is the reading, the math facts. But if you want to dig a little bit deeper, there are a ton of electronic resources out there for the iPads. A couple that we are using here is Prodigy. It's free. Like I said, Extra Math, Khan Academy is great. And then a couple other ones, especially for the littles, that are super fun. ABC Ya, Starfall, and then StorylineOnline.net, which is, they're picture books, and then they're delivered by the authors and some famous people. And so that's, they can get on the iPad and click through the stories, and super fun and keep the kids engaged. So do you think that would help?
Probably. One of the things, and it wasn't Corona related at all, but have you heard of Literati books?
I have not.
So they're kind of like a Stitch Fix, but for kids books. And so they have it broken down into 3 age ranges, and because we're on like the 0 to 3, and then there's like a 3 to 5, and then 5 to, I don't know what they go to, but basically you get 5 books that they ship to you, and then you get a week to read them and go through them. And if there's anything you want to keep, great. They'll charge you at the end, like Stitch Fix. If there's anything you don't want or send it back, right, then you just put it back in the box. There's already a return shipping label, and you just send it off.
That's great.
So, yeah, we got our first one last month, and so we're getting our next one actually any day now. And so that was kind of fun. The girls really I think I liked it more than they did. They kind of didn't care. They looked at it like, what's right? But we got a couple of fun books added to our library, and then sent back the ones that I thought were kind of weird. But yeah, they were fun. And what else? Is there anything that you can kind of tell us about, like, how do you explain a crazy world to a child? Do you have any tips for that? Because like our kids at home, I know that they feel something's off, and I don't know how to tell them, like, the world just changed and it's probably changing again tomorrow.
Yeah. So. No, I think that's a great question. I think the biggest thing is giving kids those emotional outlets, because sometimes, especially, like your kids are little. And so expressing their thoughts through art, the Play-Doh is really giving them that outlet that's really important. And then certainly, letting them know that you're safe, you're okay, I love you, your dad loves you, things are a little different in the world right now, but you're okay. And just reassuring them, I think, is really important. But they're going to feel that. I mean, we feel it. And so giving them that opportunity to express themselves, I think, is just really key. And that's why I love the journal activity, especially for the older kids, to get their thoughts out on paper, because it's scary, right? It's stressful. So I think that's probably the best. That's what I've been telling my parents here.
Cool. Well, anything last tips and tricks, ideas, thoughts? What should we as parents do? How do you survive a stressful teaching day? Because you can't just like leave the room and lock them in, right? What do you do to?
That's what the principal is for, right?
Readjust your mental frame of mind so that you can continue for another 5 minutes every 5 minutes.
I know that's
like
really,
a parenting hell saying that out loud, but that's our real life.
That's real life. I know. And the thing with teachers is we have scheduled breaks, right? We have PE and music and art, and parents don't necessarily get that. And so I think when you are, kind of structuring your day, is build in some time where the kids can, where you do not have to entertain them all day. I know that's hard, but again, the creativity time so that you can take a breath, do some deep breathing, check out yourself as well. Because teachers, I mean, granted, it's a long day, but we still have time to take time for ourselves too. And so I think that's really important when you're structuring your day, to structure time for you, I think is just really important and hard. So God bless the moms and dads that are at home right now. And but again, I have to come back to what I said at the beginning, is that structure is just really key. Because even if the kids that are normally in daycare and at school, that they thrive off of that. And we find as teachers, when things, even if we put in a last minute assembly or the subject change, it completely changes the dynamic of the classroom. And so we just try to be as consistent and routine as possible. I think that's key for parents too. I hope that helps.
Hopefully, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to figure out something to entertain them so I can, read a book maybe for 5 minutes.
Right.
Get through a paragraph without a mom. She hit me.
Right.
So, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Will you shoot me a text or an email with those extra resource websites so I can make sure and share that with this? And if you come across anything else, will you let me know?
Of course.
Thank you, my dear.
Hang in there.
You. Good luck. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
You too. Yes. And cough into your elbow.
Yeah, exactly. Don't touch your face.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.